Okay, usually I write this stuff down, but I'm being lazy or I might forget. So I'm going to ride him down the road. It's rained the past couple of days, so he hasn't been out on trail. Some people don't know that then horses can act up. Yep, because he's not 20 years old. He's just 12. So I just lunged him, and like I could ride him without lunging him, but he's a little bit more jumpy when he hasn't been lunged and he hasn't been worked hard like on the trails. So when I lunge him, he kind of swings his head. Sometimes he'll leap through the air and stuff. You want to lunge him 3 circles, turn, 3 circles, turn, because it wears him out faster. And then keep lunging until he's not leaping through the air, he's not bucking, and he is not swinging his head. Yes, I'm telling her all your quirks, because swinging his head is also like an attitude thing. And then you want to work him more to the left than to the right. He canters pretty well on his right lead because that's probably what he's been doing on trail. And so he can do that in the arena pretty decent. But in the arena, he doesn't canter great to the left because a lot of trail people don't work on it. So then they favor one lead. So the more he canters in the arena on his left lead on the lunge line, the better he'll get at cantering under saddle. But now you might get a couple steps here and there and then walk and then canter again, and it'll build up over time. The other thing, it's these walking horses, their stifle, which is back here, they're a little bit looser than other horses. That's why they can swing their legs under them. So it's good to trot them over poles when they're lunging or loose, but don't trot under saddle. Again, if you want to keep that gait. But it works their hind quarter, their abdomen, their back if they trot over some poles. So when you're lunging in, that's also helpful, and that will also wear him out faster. And then that way, if you go out on trail, he won't be jumpy, because this horse is very, very quiet, but if he doesn't get out, he can get jumpy or a little spooky. So say you're doing well and you're like, why is he getting jumpy and spooky? He's probably been calm and you're forgetting to either lunge him or round pen him hard enough, and so he's not being worn out. So just remember, a tired horse is a good horse. I know you might get him and stay in the arena for a while or around the barn, so if he's not getting any trail mileage out there, then when he first goes out, it's best if your trainer takes him out there, or if you hand walk him and see how he reacts to everything. And he'll be much braver if you're following another horse, but follow a calm horse. Don't follow a jumpy horse, okay? If you go out with a screwy horse, it can make the other horses kind of screwy. So you go out with a calm horse, and then, if he's not paying attention, try to walk faster. Think of his flat walk. So you're moving out a little bit. The slower you can go, or the slower you go, which a lot of beginners want to do, the more lazy the horses get, the more bored they get. So then sometimes they spook at things more, and the more trippy they can get because they just fall asleep and they're not paying attention. All right, and then I'll think of more things, right, Zorro, as we go. So I like to graze him down the road because all these trucks and things go banging by. He's doing fine. This is after the ride, which I videotape, so you'll get to see that. They won't eat if they're freaked out. So anytime a horse will stay somewhere and eat, they're pretty good. But I wanted him to get used to the road in case you have to ride by traffic or anything like that. You'll know he's okay. If he doesn't do it in a long time, then it's always best to hand walk him out there and get your trainer to do it, because the clients, when they're new, are usually nervous and you don't want to give off nervous energy. Okay, some more cars going by. This is very helpful for all the horses because we do ride on some of the trails right in the middle of traffic. So it's great to get them used to it ahead of time. You see he doesn't care. It's like, I just want to eat. Okay, now a bike's going by and a van. He's fine with bikes. I rode my bike around him, but it's a good thing if you guys do have a lot of bikes on your trail to ride the bikes around them so they stay used to it. And a lot of times you'll see in some of my videos, I just ride my bike and I ride it up to their stall, I give them some cookies, I ride away. And I just repeat it over and over, and then all the horses don't care about bikes. But what you see now, buddy? He's like, I don't know. But you want him used to everything. And even though he's been exposed, it's good to re-expose them to all that stuff if you don't have bikes going around the barn, etc. Now we're grazing again. I walk partly up the road. And then we're right next to the cows. So I'm gonna make sure he got a good look. There's one getting up. That freaks a lot of horses out. So he had seen him at my old place, but just so you know, he's fine with cows as long as he realizes they are cows. Because again, sometimes they just look like big blobs until they move or they get a whiff of what they are.